Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone decently understood the assignment from yesterday decently well. Today we're just going to get some more practice dealing with conjugates. So I figured I'd kind of review two problems with you guys. So that's what we're going to do today. So this is just an example from last night's homework. This is number 60 on page 298. So if you didn't do that, this is a good time to look it over. So we have the square root of 3 over the square root of 7 plus the square root of 3. If you remember from yesterday, in order to simplify this, we have to multiply by the conjugate of our denominator. The conjugate in this case would be the square root of 7 minus the square root of 3. Whatever I do to the bottom of a fraction, I have to do to the top as well. So I'm multiplying the top and the bottom by the square root of 7 minus the square root of 3. Now up top, I just have to distribute my square root of 3 to both terms. Square root of 3 times the square root of 27 is the square root of 21. We just multiplied the numbers under the radical. Minus the square root of 3 times negative square root of 3 is negative 3. So I just distributed my square root of 3 right there. Now I have to FOIL my denominators. So my first terms are the square root of 7 and the square root of 7. Multiplying those, I get 7. Outer terms, square root of 7 times the negative square root of 3 gives me negative square root of 21. My inner terms, the square root of 3 times the square root of 7 gives me positive square root of 21. And then the square root of 3 minus the square root of 3 gives me negative 3. Now up top, I don't have any like radicals, so that's just going to stay the same for now. In my denominator, my radical expressions cancel each other out. So I'm just left with 7 minus 3, which is 4. I can't simplify this fraction anymore, so there would be my answer. So that's similar to all the problems we did yesterday. Today's assignment will be very, very similar to these as well. So let's look at an example from today's homework that we're going to get. This is number 16 on the worksheet that you guys are going to be doing on Canvas. We have 3 over 7 square root of 5 minus the square root of 3. So once again, I have to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. So that'd be 7 square root of 5 plus the square root of 3. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. Multiplying the top and the bottom by the conjugate of my denominator. So once again, up top, I'm distributing 3 times 7 square root of 5 is going to give me 21 square root of 5. And then 3 times the square root of 3 is going to give me 3 square root of 3. That's just me distributing my numerators. Now, down in the denominator, 7 square root of 5 times 7 square root of 5 gives me 49 times 5. I multiplied my two 7s. That's how I got the 49. Multiplying my 2 square roots of 5s gives me 5. So I have 49 times 5. 7 square root of 5 times the square root of 3 gives me positive 7 square root of 15. Negative square root of 3 times 7 square root of 5 gives me negative 7 square root of 15. And then the negative square root of 3 times the square root of 3 gives me negative 3. So up top, I don't have any like radicals, so I just have to leave it like it is for now. over, and then downstairs, my radical expressions cancel each other out. So now I have 49 times 5 minus 3. So 49 times 5 gives me 245. Oops. 245 minus 3. And then 245 minus 3 would give me 242. Now this cannot be simplified any further, so this would be my answer on number 16. Like I said, hopefully you guys are getting it okay. Hopefully these examples helped. You'll have the assignment posted on Canvas. It's just a worksheet. It'll be titled 6.3 Conjugates Homework Number 2. So make sure you guys are working on that. Once again, actually I don't know if I told you guys this yesterday, you can either print it off at home and then do the assignment and take a picture of it and put it on Canvas, or you can look at it on your device and do your work on a separate sheet of paper and upload it to Canvas that way. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Y'all have a good day.